Our next story is from South Asia, from one of India's neighbours, Bangladesh, where Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has made an astounding claim. She says a plot is afoot to carve up her country, a plot to create a new Christian state from parts of Bangladesh and neighbouring Myanmar. Now, she did not mention who came up with this plot, but she dropped enough hints for the world to figure out. Sheikh Hasina mentioned the plot while discussing elections in her country. Bangladesh went to polls on January 7 this year. The elections took place amid heavy criticism from most of the West, but especially one country, the United States of America. Before the polls, throughout 2023, the US tried to throw its weight around in Bangladesh through their ambassador to Dhaka, Peter Haas. The ambassador was meeting with opposition parties. He was even accused of supporting the Bangladesh Nationalist Party or BNP, the chief rival to Sheikh Hasina's Awami League. Plus, American criticism over the election seemed unending even after the polls and Sheikh Hasina's sweeping victory. The criticism continued. Now, the Bangladeshi Prime Minister has made a stunning revelation about it. She says that she was given an offer by a quote-unquote foreign country, an offer for a hassle-free re-election, no constant badgering, no condemnation, just smooth sailing. But there was a condition. The unnamed foreign nation wanted something in return. They wanted to build an airbase in Bangladesh. Again, Sheikh Hasina did not take any names. She just said that the offer was made by, and I'm quoting again, a white man. Now, observers have added two and two together and they're pointing fingers at the United States. So what are the clues that implicate Washington? We'll start with the obvious, the criticism. The US went out of its way to tarnish Sheikh Hasina's image. But was it the most unfair election this year? Think about some other polls, like the sham election in nearby Pakistan, where the main opposition leader Imran Khan was in jail. Do you remember the US condemning Pakistan though? Do you remember them saying that the election wasn't free or fair? On the contrary, America called it, quote-unquote, competitive. They called the Pakistani election competitive. So they turned a blind eye to Pakistan, but kept going after Bangladesh. Was it because Sheikh Hasina refused to give them a base? That's one reason why people think that she is talking about the US. Another reason is the Christian state charge. Sheikh Hasina said that there is a plot to carve up Bangladesh, to create a Christian state like East Timor. And that is the hint. East Timor is a country in Southeast Asia. It's on the eastern side of the island of Timor that it shares with Indonesia. Indonesia had annexed East Timor in 1976. But in the year 2002, East Timor became an independent nation, an independent Christian majority nation, which now houses US military bases, including an airfield. And that is the second hint. Another sign that points to the US. So if we accept Sheikh Hasina's claims about the airbase offer, the next question is why? Why would the US want to build an airfield in Bangladesh? The most obvious reason would be to counter China. Beijing has been cozying up to Sheikh Hasina. It helped build a submarine base in Bangladesh, the country's first. China built it. The base is called the BNS Sheikh Hasina. Now, a new dry dock is being built there. Eventually, China may try and use the Bangladeshi base for its own ships and submarines, giving it a toehold in Bangladesh. So the US may be eyeing a base of its own to counter this. And the instinct may be correct, but the method was not. Bullying Bangladesh is not the way to go, and it seems Washington is learning it the hard way. They're now looking to reset ties with Dhaka. They've nominated a new ambassador to Bangladesh, which is a good start, but it may not be enough to undo the damage, to repair a relationship they ruined by trying to bully Sheikh Hasina. We'll be tracking this space.
South Africa's May 29th elections.
It was the start of change in the country.
We are on the verge of history.
I am standing here at the forefront of change where voices echo the call for action.
The nation grapples with an unemployment crisis. As South Africans prepare to cast their votes, the question looms, will the winds of change usher in a new era, or will the legacy of the past maintain its grip on the future?